Hi, the name of this one is Alabama Executions. This is for Nathaniel Woods, Tafar's Johnson, and Rocky Myers, 3 death row inmates who I believe to be innocent. Nathaniel Woods, they executed. And when I say in this, I'll say something about they locked up for lying. The charge is actually called withholding evidence. They try to make you know something even when you don't know it. They'll lock you up, say you withholding evidence. Okay, Alabama executions. The state of Alabama has blood on its hands. They have executed an innocent man. Nathaniel Woods was executed today. The justice system is not fair play. Justice, no, just us. How do you execute a man who never had a gun in his hand? And his co-defendant said there was no plan. Kerry Spencer said he acted off his own instinct. So why do you think they refused to let Nathaniel go? It ain't hard. You already know. Spencer Woods stated that no one else was guilty but he, but the state of Alabama refused to let Nathaniel Woods go free. And as far as that racist Governor Kay Ivey, may all this come back on you in the state of Alabama too. Kerry Spencer said there was no conspiracy. He said, I made the decision on my own, but you refused to let Nathaniel go home. When a cop dies, there's an outcry. When 3 cops die, all must fry. Supreme Court Justice Clarence Thomas asked for a stay of execution and was denied. This case even opened his eyes wide. And most know how he ride. He usually for the other side. Even he could see that this was justice denied. An irreversible injustice, genocide. There wasn't a unanimous jury. Alabama is a whole nother story. It was undecided, but the judge decided we will kill. Backward justice still. It surprises me that they didn't hang him from a tree. Backwoods justice? Check your history. It's still alive. It still thrives. They just hiding it behind laws to make it legit. But it's still the same old shit. Governor Kay Ivey, how can you sleep at night? I hope the spirits give you fright. Nathaniel Woods was pronounced dead at 9:01. At 9:02, I hope he came for you. Because the assassination of Nathaniel Woods wasn't due. That was a vendetta that your state put through. And now you want to kill Tafar's Johnson too? Even the prosecutor now thinks he's innocent too. You pay a witness $5,000 to lie. Is that the justice the state of Alabama goes by? And it was not disclosed, you see. They kept that reward in secrecy. Now, 21 years later, the Attorney General comes around. Look what they found. They say the DA misfiled. No, the DA is vile. The star witness had numerous men put in jail for the same crime. Then each time, she changed her mind, and the suspects had to be let go. Then at Tafar's pretrial, she admitted she made the story up on him, too, because of pressure from police. You would think that would guarantee his release. They tried to get her friend to lie, too. She wouldn't do it, so they took her through it. They sent her to jail for refusing to lie. So she kissed her freedom goodbye, took lockup, and stood her ground. That's the kind of sister I want around. So, the evidence they finally used was from an alleged 3-way call. I'm not making this up, y'all. Some lady who had no connection said she overheard a 3-way call where Tafar's confessed on the call. The person he was talking to heard nothing at all. Only she heard the confession. Did she hear it for the $10,000 blessing that the government offered for a reward? That's when she came forward. And this is what his conviction was based on. Flimsy evidence, prosecutorial misconduct, gross injustice. There is no justice. Rocky Myers is being put to death. This is another theft. Intellectually disabled is he. So as far as the target, easy. At first the crime was put on someone else. 3 witnesses said Anthony Ballentine did the deed. Then all recanted. Was it because of greed? Or was it because of Ballentine's family who had heavy roots deep-seated in the community? An investigator came around who worked for Ballentine's defense. He found the witness who would turn the whole thing around. He knew Ballentine for 30 years, so you know how that went down. The other 3 witnesses then recanted. So then Ballentine was let go. So then who did they put the crime on? Someone who was slow. Rocky Myers was then to blame. Have they no shame? The DA went along with the lie. They didn't care. They just wanted someone to fry. A key witness in the case came around, admitted that he lied so he wouldn't be charged with a car theft case. So another man's life he was willing to waste. But he did come back and tell the truth, but it was no use. The damage was done. They were hell-bent on frying someone, and Rocky was the someone it was going to be. Alabama has no mercy. The victim didn't die right away, and she described her attacker that day. And she did not say Rocky. He was her neighbor, and she knew him well. If it was him, don't you think she'd tell? No physical evidence at all. Just well-known liars blaming all. First they blame one man, then another. Just put it on any brother. His appellate lawyer dropped the ball. He stopped representing him and didn't tell him at all. He didn't file his appeal, so he's one of the reasons why Rocky Myers is going to die. The lawyer missed the crucial filing date, so the damage is done. It's an appeal he might have won. So for his mistake, Rocky will die. For this and Nathaniel Woods and Tafarius Johnson, where is the outcry? You have innocent people being executed by the state. Let's get together before it's too late. We couldn't save Nate. But for Tafarius Johnson and Rocky Myers, it's not too late. Let's all petition the state. Let's do what we can do to get this justice through. Don't let these executions come. They're not due. Let's get justice through for Tafarius Johnson and Rocky Myers too, and Nathaniel Woods.